Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Jawad, just fixing my mic so you can hear me. Oh God, the error occurred and I couldn't save the live stream. Going to I hope this is not, controlled or anything. And this time the live stream goes properly. No errors, so that I can save my live stream and make it public. Let me see. I haven't. Doesn't show that I'm live here. So going back to Surah, I don't know what I did wrong, but they wouldn't. The error occurred on YouTube, so I could not save the live stream. Let's test this one. Otherwise, I'll have to keep coming here. Okay, now I can see myself coming live here. So, greetings, everyone. Going to I was searching, I had come across this ayat and I didn't know what to do with it. Surah Qasas, ayat 59. I didn't know what to make out of it. Never would your Lord have destroyed the cities until he had, excuse me, until he had sent their mother, i.e., in brackets it says principal city, until he had sent their mother, a messenger reciting to them our verses, until he had sent. Okay, so the mother thing, I started to search. Did the Jews, who did the Jews think was their mother, Eve or what? So I searched because I feel this is quite in a mess and we don't understand the brackets put to make sense of the Quran ayats at times, and there are mistranslations by the translators, Muslim translators, um, all that, and discrepancies in the Quran ayats and contradictions, apart from the scientific errors and the medical science errors in the Quran and other errors. So I had to search like this, who is mother of Jews? What is this? And here I got this, after all this going down, the Christian Century.org, which I have shared on my Facebook, who is the mother of Israel. So, not who is the mother of Jews, but who is the mother of Israel. And then in the Bible, here in this article, we're told Moses tells God, he can't handle the people's demands and wishes for food, even. So then he says, you are the mother. You are the mother. So I wonder if this ayat, Surah Qasas ayat, was stolen from the Jews. The Bani Qurayza and all the Bani Nadir tribe that I came to know about through Ghalib Kamal in detail, and then ex-Muslim Zafar Heretic videos. So this, then I searched myself, like, how does Ghalib Kamal know all this? That they were beheaded and killed. So he gives ayahs from the Quran, but I was like, where does all this information come from? I searched and found on Wikipedia the same information that Ghalib Kamal gave and citations given. So Ibn Ishaq gives this narration. What Prophet Muhammad did to the Bani Qurayza tribe. Then in Surah Hashar, I was reminded when I came to Surah Hashar, oh my God, Allah cast terror, expelled the people of Yathrib, and cast terror into their hearts. There, meaning the people of Yathrib, expelled them, meaning the people of Yathrib were expelled. So this is my haphazard, disorderly research. I could not believe it when I found the Christian website explaining Moses tells God in this book of Bible, what is it? Forgot the whole name. It's in the Bible, Old Testament. Moses, Moses tells God that you are a mother. You should be the mother of Israel and all this. I can't handle this. So there are all these verses from the Old Testament that the Christian site has given and explains. And then here, this verse, Surah Qasas, was not making sense. And I felt my imams had not explained certain things properly. Sometimes I had these doubts when I was reading Al-Kafi, like betraying a sacred trust. From Mr. God, This Is Anna book by Finn. Betraying a sacred trust. Doubts were coming in against my Shia imams. Forget the Sunni, right? So this and then from here, that's why the contradictions, you see, Ummul Momineen couldn't come up to that standard, or like I've been asking, because they say in the Sunni narration, there is sources that uh, Uthman bin Affan, called for all the Qurans to be burnt, collected and burnt, and only Hafsa's, I think, was preserved. I mean, as far as I know. So Hafsa's Quran is preserved. The one Hafsa had, the Quran Hafsa had, was preserved. So, what were the Ummul Mumineen also telling us from the, their fathers were polytheists before. So I wondered what they were. Hafsa, what were you telling me? Okay, so it's not like the Shias, Sayyids say that, the mother is, their mother is Fatima and all this. But Fatima, the Prophet's wife, we're told, went after Fadak, Fai, booty, given to them by the Jews, given to Prophet Muhammad by Yathrib, people of Yathrib. So, this. I wonder if Jews is only a religious name given to the Jews rather than, a title, or it's also their culture and tradition to keep, to call themselves Jews. So this, my English like this, I can't believe it that I found this. So I wanted to share this. Let's see if this will be saved or not. And so the mother of the believers, prophets' wives have been made mothers of the believers, but in Surah Mujadila, again, as I was, I had come in my previous live stream, there was an error, so that previous live stream might not be saved. I have to check after this if this would be saved, and that has been saved, so I can make it public. Uh, Surah Mujadila ayat 2. Those who pronounce Ihar among you from their wives, they are not their mothers. So now Allah has put this. Their mothers are none but those who gave birth to them. And indeed, they are saying an objectionable statement and a falsehood. But indeed, Allah is pardoning and forgiving. and a falsehood. So their mothers are none but those who gave birth to them. And if you take this ayat, this part of the ayat, you can see that then even the believers' mothers should be none. Consistency should be there, right? And even adopted sons, you can't claim your real sons. In Surah Azab, we're told, and the zihar. But here it puts it very directly. The mothers are none but those who gave birth to them. And if they are told their mothers are none except the ones who gave birth to them, then even this would stand for the believers and every one of us for all times. However, God goes and makes Ummul Mumineen, the mothers of the believers, I mean, the Prophet's wives, the mothers of the believers, and you can see that two of the wives have not behaved properly. So the Prophet is asked in Surah Tahrim, O Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself what Allah has made lawful for you, seeking to please thy wives, seeking your wife's approval, or seeking to please your wives. So he does that, and he says that his wives were annoying him, and that's why he had to give in to his wives. Whereas in another ayat it says, remain steadfast, believers in war remain steadfast, let alone annoying wives. With annoying wives, then you should remain steadfast on Allah's laws. If you're telling the believers, and also in Surah Ma'idah, you're telling the believers to not make unlawful the good things which Allah has made lawful, not only the obligatory things, but the good things which Allah has made lawful for you, and do not transgress. So if you do that, you would be transgressors. And so also calling out to the Shias who have some time, like me, some doubts somewhere. So if this can help you, thank God in the privacy of my home through Google search. Well, privacy is not there. There are violations of my privacy because of some symptoms, schizophrenic symptoms. Uh, Anyways, but I don't have to move around much. Google search. Thank God, God gave me from Surah Qasas. I could now, this time, think about it and say, no, something is wrong here. Mother. And I saw the discrepancies in the Quran ayats. Let me put. So in Surah Qasas, I came across again. Yeah, I was searching. What was I searching? So this is my style. I was searching because through Surah Dukhan, this honorable Aziz, wicked people were put in the fire. So Pharaoh, somewhere in the Quran, it says Pharaoh was Aziz, mighty. He thought he was mighty. And did he think he was noble also? Kareem? So on that, I wanted to do more research, studying. And so I came back to this verse, Surah Qasas. Kareem, Najand, Surah Bakra, Surah Qasas. Oh, did I close? No, it's here. So, like searching again, came back to Surah Qasas. I had left this thinking, but having like doubts about this ayat, this part where it says, and it's put in bracket, their mother town, okay? Umiha, a messenger, the mother town. So it's like, who? God help me this time. Like I'm searching for the truth, right? Could it be that God has said somewhere that your the Jews, you know, this is your mother, Hawa, or Abraham's wife. Who was their mother? But Moses said, God, you are our mother. I can't go to that Christian side because of, like, I'm concerned about copyrights infringement. But it's given in the Bible. They give verses from the Bible and then they explain. Moses tells God. So the brackets, I don't know, but let me see. This ayat 59. And not was your Lord want to destroy the towns until he sent in their mother town. So you see, because here it says towns, this word,
القرى.
Al Qura, until. So they put mother town here. I can understand that, but I still went searching, like I have to dig deep. Maybe I could be wrong. Junaid said 1,000 steps I may take, and they could be false. Junaid the Sufi, but one of those steps could be true. True. Sorry. So let's see. Um, if you see, in everything, we make mistakes. We're not perfect. And here it's very difficult. Even to question the Quran was difficult. I mean, it was, we should not, as Muslims, but do our own research and find out on our own selves, not publicize it, because half knowledge is, you know, and you can't publicize against this Quran ayat. You would have been, even as a Shia, I would have been killed by my marja, or, if they said disagreed and kind of made a decision against me. So we had to be very careful not to publicize our doubts about any Quran ayat, but I started to do that, and brought me to becoming an ex-Muslim. I questioned Surah Nur ayat 33, like that. And so did the Jews have a mother, like people of Israel, above, we have chosen the people of Israel above the other people, and have, what's that ayat? Destroyed. Uh, and with knowledge, one ayat goes that with knowledge we have chosen them above the people of Israel, above other people. I don't know where I came across that. I can't remember the ayat. So, and here it does say, like it says to the against the polytheist, Surah Dukhan, these ayats I have not read out, so let me just show you that He's the God of your forefathers. So let's say the polytheists also said that we follow our forefathers, and then the ayats knowledge, you blindly following your forefathers against them. Is that fair? When now look at this ayat, we've got a direct ayat here in Surah Dukhan, which I didn't read out in my earlier live stream because I started with a later ayat. For me, I've sought safety with Anandam. It's way up, I think the beginning ayats, 1, 2, 3, like that. Lord, Lord, covering the people, this, okay, watch out, amusing themselves. I mean, the Quran ayats for the pagans, also, it's like they're, making, they're not taking their things, maybe the worship. How serious was their worship? But they worshipped a God, but that it was not on truth. Ameen. By the clear book, Mubin, Kitab. Indeed, we sent it down during a blessed night. Indeed, we were to warn mankind. Let me just test if, uh, okay, the sound is coming. So, therein is made distinct every precise matter, every matter proceeding from us. Indeed, we were to send a messenger, and mercy from your Lord. Indeed, he's hearing the knowing. The Lord of, oh, it's a little, he gives life. He is your Lord and the Lord of your first forefathers. Okay, so there is no deity except him. There is no deity except him. He gives life and causes death. He is your Lord and the Lord of your first forefathers. So let me see if I can. Forefathers, they believe in what they blindly believe in their forefathers, these polytheists. Aren't we told? Let's see how we are told in the how it's stated in the Quran. They follow their forefathers. They say that our forefathers did this, but maybe the forefathers did the right thing. Oh God, they follow their. Isn't there an ayat which says the polytheists? They say our forefathers used to do this. Yeah. So even the forefathers had a God, right? And when it is said to them, follow what Allah has sent down, they say, on the contrary, we shall follow what we found our forefathers upon. Surah Baqarah ayat 170. What? Even if their forefathers had no intelligence or guidance? No intelligence or guidance. Adam didn't have any guidance or intelligence. Of course, Adam had. And when it is said to them, follow what Allah has revealed, they say, rather, we will follow that which we found our fathers doing. So we jump to the assumption that yes, as God is right, we are scared of this God or whatever. We don't question, go deep into the question God, claim God as your own, question Him, fight with Him. Oh, sorry, question Him. Say, what is this? Can you now? What? Even if the forefathers may have had intelligence and guidance, but not your way of guidance. There is one Allah. Yeah, had there been many gods? Been. There's one Quran and so many schools of thought. Had there been many gods? You see, there would have been fighting. This, I really, what, okay. Had there been other deities in the heavens and the earth? Well, there are. Angels. You see how angels work? Deities. Besides God, both the heavens and the earth would have been destroyed. God doesn't know anything about harmony. God, the Lord of the throne, is too glorious to be as they think He is. We think. Well, you said to use our mind. Yes, but when I used my mind for these Quran ayats, what did I find? Surah 21, verse 22. Had there been, okay, Quran.com. Deities illahs, Ilahi wa Sayyidi wa Mawla. O Lord, O God, Sayyidi, O Prince, King, Mawla, Master. Had there been within them, i.e., the heavens and the earth, gods besides Allah, if there were there in both of them gods besides Allah, surely they would have been ruined. So glorified is Allah, Lord of the throne, how He has used, surely they would have been ruined. What above they attribute. Mm-hmm. Surah Takwir ayat Surah Takwir ayat one with power, a messenger. 20, okay, let's go to 19. You see, what is this? Huh? There is someone here, possessed of power, equal with God, right? Or with God. So these deities, how can they be apart from God? They were gods. Indeed, verily this is a word of the most honorable messenger who is possessed of power and with the owner of the throne secure in position. You see, there's no fight between this and the owner of the throne, this messenger. Possessor of power, quwwatin, with in with the owner of the throne secure. All deities come secure with the owner of the throne. Why for you this and for the policy is something else? Let me see live chat. Sorry, I didn't open it. Oh my God. So in harmony they all work. Even this one is possessor of power. Possessed of power. Here it says possessor. No, wait, here. The Quwwatan. Possessor of power. With the owner of the throne secure. So obeyed there. All deities take all deities can be obeyed there. Possessor of power, different, you know. So what's maybe one power, different power, like angels, and this is a messenger, obeyed and trustworthy. Can't all deities? So how is it that you think about it, right? I mean, इन हिंदुओं का एक है लाडली राधिका, राधा रानी कहते हैं। फिर राम और सीता, कृष्णा और राधा रानी। और अब कितने नहीं, दे वर जस्ट वेमेन। फिर पता है क्या, सूफीज कुछ दरवेश सूफीज तो बोलते हैं कि फातिमा इज द क्रिएट्रिक्स। ये भी आ गया था, you know, Prophet Muhammad's daughter, Fatima the creatrix. Fatir, isn't it? Doesn't Fatima? कुछ सूफीज कहते हैं फातिमा द क्रिएट्रिक्स। पता नहीं मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा। या अल्लाह, एक तो ये एक एक मिनट, दोनों हाथ यूज करके सूफीज़। You know, God creates one, two angels with one, two, three wings, and let's see. I'll check the ayat properly. Divine feminine in Islam and Fatima, part two. Every let me tech techo no techofheart.com. Everything that comes into life has two sides, a masculine, feminine. Even love, the masculine. Fatimiyya Sufi order flowered forth the name Fatima the Creatrix. Glory be upon the celestial Fatima, the mother of the cosmos and the womb of contingency. अल्लाह बेचारे, तो फिर हिंदुओं ने क्या किया है? What's come? Oh, let me see what message आजा। हिंदुओं ने क्या किया है? They were ordinary women, Radha Rani and all. You know, I found a Shia website saying this. देख रहे हैं आप? Do you see this? alt.sufi.narchive.com. No copyrights infringement intended. I had searched this in Pakistan when I was in Pakistan. Some search engine. Acha. You see, let me show you something. The existence of God. Huh? देखिए हम कैसे भटक गए हैं और divided हो गए हैं. Existence of God. हाँ, शिया इस्लाम, शिया हमारे इमाम से आ रहा है। ये आप देखें। ओह, I mean, sorry, it's just the existence of God. Where is Imam Raza site? हाँ, उधर शायद जान। Where is that site? Website, and find it. Oh God, Imam Ali Raza. You see how insensitive we have become. ImamRaza.net. Here it is. No copyrights infringement intended. Here we go. Where is it? Here, I'll show you. Yes, yes. My friend, Shia friend, polytheists believe I should not be disrespectful to the imams. Polytheists believe in more than one God. They deify a number of creations instead of their creator, i.e. God. Some men Some men like Buddha, Rama, Krishna, and some women like Radha, Lakshmi are considered as gods. Cupid, Apollo, Satan, jinn, angels, imaginary idols. Do you know anything about images? Where does imagination come from? What is the beginning of imagination? And even some attributes of God are considered as gods, the divine guides, such as Prophet Abraham, A.S. alayhi in capital letters, here, bracket. You see in bracket, alayhi salam, Prophet Muhammad, and Imam Ali, all Shia's Qurayat. Salatu salam apeya Hazrat Abbas had broken a number of idols. They prohibited worship of sun, moon, stars, all signs of Allah, and everything other than God. Allah, what if the sun tell you for sure it will be there in the morning, but you can't see God? You can see the sun. You know what the solar energy is. Well, you know what happened to Ram when he was fighting against the Ravan. He looked at the sun, Saint Augustia help him. That energy coming from sun. You need to know what it means. And that energy reaching glass have water, sun, solar, what energy? So yes, okay. Debate ongoing. God, you no God is above all this, above all these rubbish, men, women. Even prophets says above. Yeah, they. Yeah. But the sign he saw the greatest sign of Allah on the horizon. He saw the greatest sign. Surah Najm ayat, right? God is the only one and unique creator of everything. But God Himself is not created by anyone, as He is the ever existing first, primal, and incomprehensible existence. God created everything. Okay? Yeah. Yes. Now tell me, Shias, when we make tabut, Sunnis, what is going on? शम क्यों जला रहे हैं मेहंदी क्यों ला रहे हैं अली शाह कासिम की हिंदू रस्म क्यों कर रहे हैं then I have to give the Sunnis that ayat from Surah Baqarah, the relics of Harun wa Musa and the fight for you against the Sunnis, right? The relics of the family, the relics, you can give it to them. The relics of the family. Why you not to give in your majlises? The relics of the family of Harun and Musa. Give. Quran ayat. Sorry, Surah Baqarah. Angels bore it. Angels, not the fighting among the only Shaitan, but he was of the jinni, maybe another group of angels. Okay. It will have a reassuring peace from your Lord. 248, Surah Baqarah 248 verse. Not to forget, remember, right? I put here, no, forget it. I'm very tired. And the Prophet said to them, indeed, a sign of his kingship. So a king from the Bani Israel coming up. God makes a king, not a Dawood, but another person, your Saul, or what was the other? Forget the names. In it, there will be the gift of tranquility, Sakina. And you know, in the Shakina, in Jewish, I find out the mercy seat. What does Shakina mean? So you say, I do bad, I not think about Sakina, जब याद सकीना को तेरी आती है बाबा. I not think about Sakina, right? Shakina, also spelled Sakina. Wikipedia will give us. Please don't tell me there's all false information, news, I see, in Wikipedia. If there are citations, Shakina, why this so bad gained reputation? Wikipedia. Anyone can add anything, okay? Let's see if the word Shekinah is not present in the Bible and is first encountered in the rabbinic literature. Rabbinic. Citation. You want me to go? When they make it easy, Wikipedia, why should I go searching in different books? They make put everything in one, taking from books, references. Why should I make life difficult? The Semitic root from which Shekinah is derived means to settle, inhabit, or dwell. It should be inside of us. In the verb format, often used to refer to the dwelling of a person in a place or to the dwelling of God. Nouns derived from the root such and Mishkan, a dwelling place, such a tabernacle, the holy site, in Judaism, divine presence, Shekinah, dwelling or settling of divine presence. Thought Shekinah refers to a dwelling or settling, perceivable. Okay, while in proximity to Shekinah, the connection to God is more readily perceivable. You have lost it. The day they separated you from Miss Tissa, you become like a fish out of water. You lost it. Yeah, that's Pochomat. Don't ask. Hafiz also say, right? While Shekinah is a feminine word in Hebrew, it primarily means to be featured in masculine or androgynous context, referring to a divine manifestation of the presence of God. Divine manifestation of the presence of God, based especially on readings of the Talmud. While person or people study Torah, the Shekinah is among them. La 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 la. There must have been mitzvah, Shekinah, the Dead Scrolls, maybe Targum. What's the? Wait a minute. Look here. Look. not to become a now Surah Hashar ayat Swaradi. My people, I want to get you out of this. Out of the Hussein, Sakina. Hi, Sakina. Hi, Pyas. My mummy say, hi, Zahra to me. Hi. She not to say salam. Like then when mummy say hi, Zahra, I not to go to Bibi Sakina Tabut in the daytime majlis. We move away, far away. Hi, Sakina. Hi, Pyas. Hi, Mazluma. Hi, Pyas. Hi, Yatima. Hi, Pyas. इधर कोई सकीना शकीना नहीं थी what Nadim server Noha okay maybe old Noha रो रो सकीन और शाम की गलियां रोती हैं no wait a minute innallah ma sabirin so when you are crying for Sakina and I am not anymore I had enough for me not a 13 suffer. For me, every night it was, every day it was, every second it was. जब याद जहरा को मिस्टिसा की आती है बाबा मर जाऊंगी प्यासी and when every night Sakina crying I crying for Miss Tissa come back why she not come Mu'jiza happening Ya Hazrat Abbas Sakina क्या आज भी बाबा नहीं आएंगे मुझको रुलवाएंगे क्या आज भी मिस दिशा नहीं आएगी why I cry now you know what the principle bring peace in me Shakina and who took that away that come Yusuf Zaidi he say his son of Fatima and he your mother Fatima uh-huh. And you know what he say? He say, old women, why you? I not. He not like old women. Yeah. Yusuf Zedi, yes. You Shia, right? That old haggard going to hell. You know the prophet's wife. What that old haggard. Yeah, you not like old women. That your prophet. I tell you, Yusuf Zedi, come here. Son of Fatima, that old haggard going to, where that old woman in Quran ayat, where it? Yeah, you you not tell my what I tell you about his what she do, but not go to principal because he don't like old women. Yeah, your God, your God not like old women. He insult Prophet's wife, Nuh's wife or whose wife? Lut's wife. Where? Surah Ankabut or maybe, wait a minute, that old haggard left behind, right? One, And we saved no Lut, old woman, left behind, he called her. Ah, you see, you Shia, some of you, right? Like Yusuf, hello, who's this? Welcome back. Thank you, Salahuddin. I will come again and again and again if I have to, because there was an error. Devoutly obedient. No, it was Lut's wife or Nuh's wife? No, Lut's wife or this. I tell you, Fatima's sons, you come here, Sayyid. You not to believe in reincarnation, also. You do great injustice, and you're saying that oh, this se miss nahi hote justice. Our our God is Adil name God. Come here, you Fatima's son, Yusuf Zedi, old haggard. Yeah. Call Khadija that, right? Fatima's mother. Call her a old haggard. Don't tell me about my principal. I will slap your face. You come again. Both Lut and Nuh's wives were destroyed. Yes. Saladin, that's true, yeah. And what God called them in the Quran ayat? Old. Which one God called old haggard? Huh? You know what Khadija Sayyid, Shia Sayyid? Pause. Don't you twist and turn and make her like she not have one idol in her house. Lut's wife. Oh, thank you, Saladin. Yeah, I can't find that ayat, right? मुझे हार दे के जीत गया अपनी चंदा को boom booming. Or Yusuf said this. This Shia man, get him. He's in London. My case. Shia Sayyid. So how funny. You say Radha Rani woman, you insult Hindu gods. It is anywhere Lot is mentioned. It is where Lut is mentioned. Acha, but do you remember the ayat, the old haggard ayat? Really, God put like old haggard. I searched this long time before, like that. You know, you Shias not to know when mother come, reincarnated. You only want the resurrection coming, Qayamat al-Sughra, Qayamat al-Kubra, Imam Mahdi coming, and the resurrecting some people, 40 Mu'mineen. You will join him, leave your cousin you mad about from childhood. You will leave her and they run to your Imam Mahdi, Shaitan in disguise. Juda करेंगे. I tell you, some of these Shias, they not do justice. One website that the reincarnation there, Imam Jafar Sadiq say, I heard one Imam, I read one Imam saying that if I told you deep truth, you will call me an idol worshipper. idol worship. I not to know. In Pakistan, I was searching some website site Imam saying coming. Ah, you not to know anything. I tell you some of these Shia Sayyid. Shia religion mostly are from Hadith. There is nothing about Shiaism or their holy saints in the Holy Quran. It is, well, there is nothing about the Prophet's life in the Holy Quran, and neither there is anything about about Prophet's mother not given, Bibi Maryam given, Sayyidatan Nisal Alameen, and now they make the Shias Fatima Sayyidatan Nisal Alameen. But Quran ayat there, Quran ayat, the way the Quran is put, it, that's why Salahuddin, there is nothing about Shiaism. Of course, there is. All Shia. Firon's Shias, Musa's followers. Uh, you don't know this? Oh, you not to see this Quran ayat. What about Shias? Abraham was the Shia of Nuh. You know, I have been telling you. Oh, where's there about Ahle Hadith? Hmm? Where is that the verse on Umar bin Khattab? Direct. Only Zed mentioned directly. But the God say he face and make a bring new signs. But about Musa there is 12 springs, 12 chiefs. So this all really. And what is there about your Islam? Tell me. Oh, so you are here to put Shia Islam down. Again, you use my weakness. Yeah. You see, then you are. Where is Al Hadith in where? Where it say Al Hadith in Quran? Give me a direct verse. Al Hadith. Is there anything in the Quran about namaz? You give me. Sayyid Yusuf, remind me. I say, oh yeah. These Sunnis say, Quranites, Quranites, Quranites. Direct. Where about Imam Ali? Like you say. Where about this? Where about your namaz? You pray 5 obligatory. Where? Tell me how to pray namaz in detail, right? Kunut, this. First you say what? Huh? Niyat. I do niyat that I'm praying 3 rakat. Where? Where in the Quran? Tell me. To stand like this, to go into ruku. Where? Detail given. For 5, your 5 obligatory prayers that you are giving azans and then on the loudspeakers. Whole azan is going on loudspeaker. Oh no, whole prayer is going on sometime. Morning, early morning. Where? Not in Quran ayat. Give me. Only ablution in Quran ayat. Even in that, the Sunni Shias have rift, contradiction. Not understand, wipe your feet or wash your feet. What that word in the Quran ayat about ablution. Ali, Hussein, Fatima, the 12 Imams, they aren't in the Holy Quran, but the Shaba, the companions, and the Prophet's wives are there. And how are the Prophet's wives mentioned in Surah Tahrim? And double punishment for the Prophet's wives if they do open lewdness. Also, that is mentioned, yes. Uh, they are mentioned uh, in a way that is not their names. But Ali, isn't Ali a name of Allah? Most High. Of course, Hussein is mentioned. Hazrat Ibrahim, Allah said, we ransomed you with a uh, great grand sacrifice. Even Dr. Iqbal say this about Hussein, sacrifice later coming. We ransomed you with a great sacrifice. Allah tell Ibrahim, Ismail about in the Quran ayat? Of course. Wait a minute. There's another point I have here. Imams, they aren't in the Holy Quran, but the Shaba. What the Sahaba, the companions, their names are given? Yes, the one with the cave, but the name is not given there. When we sent security, he was with the Prophet Muhammad, then we sent security. Some Sunnis say, what about Abu Bakr? But the name given, Abu Bakr? The Prophet's wives are there, Sahaba, yes. Names are given? Where Umar bin Khattab's name given? Huh? Zaid, one name of one Sahaba. One. One. That poor Sahaba, I tell you, Zaid, his name given. Right? Where name given of all Sahabas? Where name given of the four Khalifas? That you should make them four Khalifas, Rashidun. Huh? Where in the Quran ayat given? Where your namaz given in the Quran ayat? Tell me about your salat. Where given? So most important, when Prophet Muhammad died, they say before he died, what he say? Salat, salat, salat. Protect your salat. Some hadith is there. So now you are Ahle Ahadith, Ahle Hadith. And what about Ahle Sunnah? You take the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad. What if there's a Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad in your sources about Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein, the purified only, not the Ummul Mumineen? Only Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein. What are you saying? You say you told me earlier on that you are Ahl Ahadith, right? And what about Ahl Sunnah? You give importance. And if there's no Quran ayat that goes against what Prophet Muhammad said here about the thoroughly purified Ahl Sunnah, you know what Ahl Sunnah is? Who follow the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, the Sunnah of Prophet. Allah mentioned that He is pleased with Sahaba and they are pleased with them. Did you miss that? Yes, I missed it. Please tell me which Quran ayat. Which Quran ayat is there with him? Sorry, I don't remember which Quran ayat it is. Sahabas or the Wali Allah? Allah mentions their names, the Sahabas' names. Please give me the Quran ayat search. Allah is pleased with the Sahabas. Okay, I will search. But does Allah give the Quran, does Allah give the way of how to perform salat, salah in the Quran? Why you miss this? Did you miss this? The way you put it, to me? Did you miss that the way to the method of performing the five obligatory salat that you perform is not in the Quran? How you should perform it. Not at what time, but how you should perform it is not given. Sure, Surah 9, Ayah 100. Okay, I'm going there. Thank you. Those who led the way, the first of the emigrants, Muhajirun, and the helpers, Ansar, and those who followed them in the best possible manner. Allah is well pleased with them and they are well pleased with Allah. Hmm. Yeah, it is there. You're right. Thank you for this. So then why the Shia say that some Sahabas Allah is not well pleased with? Yes, I missed this one, I agree. Okay, but did you miss that there's how performance of Salat is not in the Quran in detail? Why did you miss that? So in some things the Quran is not complete. And did you miss Ajre Risalat? Did you miss this verse or misinterpret it? What does Allah mean by this? You know what is Ajre Risalat? You know what is the reward for Risalat? That is the bounty of which Allah gives tidings to His servants who have faith and do good deeds. Tell them, O Prophet, I do not ask you for any recompense for my work, except love towards kinsfolk. You know how Shias take this verse. Whoever does a good deed, and it's a good deed, we shall increase its merit for him. Shia say it means my kinsfolk, the kinsfolk of Prophet Muhammad. Quran enjoined upon us to imitate the Prophet in everything. Give me that ayat. You remember the ayat? Is it because of that ayat? Follow me. If you love Allah, follow me, obey me. Is it those ayats? Obey Allah and obey the Prophet? Exalted in character, imitate him, take his way. Okay, there are certain ayats that imply this, many ayats. Okay, right. So even Shias, there's no difference there, no difference of opinion, right, about that. 351. Yes, even the Shias, there's no contention in that, in this. Good to learn from you. 3, and I asked you, yeah. 51, sorry for not. Sorry, my mistake here, huh? Okay, this is a direct ayat. Surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve Him alone. Huh? Serve Allah alone, it says here. It doesn't say serve Prophet Muhammad. Sorry, did you get it? Ali Imran? Yeah, you've put here 351. But you know what is obedience to the Messenger of Allah? No, where is that ayat which says imitate the Prophet in everything? Indeed, Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so worship Him. That is the straight path. So is Muhammad Allah? Please, are you forgetting the ayat? This, I thought you had that direct ayat where we can see it, you know. Follow the way of the Prophet. Let me see if I can help you with this. Sorry, 31. Oh, okay. Ali Imran, Salahuddin says 31. Very good. I'm also direct ayat aa rahi hai. And in 51 he says worship Allah alone. Oh, messenger, tell people if you yeah, this one. Yes, yes, I got it. Follow me, Allah will love you and will forgive you your sins. So this is the only ayat, or you remember any other ayat? It says that this following is like, but you have to now imitate the Prophet in everything. Yeah, follow. So you take, yeah, follow me. Follow the Prophet. Any other ayat you remember? But there's no difference in this between you and the Shias. If you follow the Messenger, Allah will love you and will forgive you your sins. Isn't this worship? And the 51 ayat you gave me, worship only Allah. What was it? Al Imran. Shall I show you a Surah Fatah which has been mistranslated? You have to praise Prophet Muhammad day and night. And you have to worship. Abu Bakr said, Prophet Muhammad is dead. If you worship him, he's dead. Allah is ever living. Here we have ayats which say, so where was I going? Al Imran verse 51. Here, here the Muslims say, oh, the Quran, Allah is saying, surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve Him alone. This is the straight way. Serve Him alone. But then there are ayats where you have to submit your will to Prophet Muhammad in decisions. In the judgments He gives you, obey Him. Otherwise, your face will be flipping in fire. Surah Azab ayat. And then you look, There's more than following him. You have to worship Prophet Muhammad. Help him. In order that you, O men, may believe in Allah and His Messenger, no comma, shoma, that you may, okay, comma, that you may assist and honor him, another comma, and celebrate his praise morning and evening. You see how he's put it? Also, not only to imitate the Prophet in everything, but to assist him, honor him, celebrate his praise morning and evening. Not Allah's glory morning and evening, no, but Muhammad, messenger of Allah's. No, because you see, you said the Shias not have this, Shias not have that. Here in that Quran verse, Allah is pleased with the Ansars and the what? The Muhajirin and the Sahab. This means Sahabas, right? But Allah also wanted to distinguish between the hypocrites and the believers. You know who ran away? Surah Al Imran. Some Sahabas here ran away, and they were after the booty. And those who are hypocrites. When these hypocrites were asked, come and fight in the way of Allah. Wait, I go to Al Imran. Umar bin Khattab fight in war. Only Ali. Let me show you here. So you know that some Sahabas with Prophet Muhammad hypocrites, and those who spread the rumors, false rumors against Aisha, Surah Nur. Allah is well pleased with them. Is Allah well pleased with them? And what you suffered of the disaster on the day of the Battle of Uhud, when the two armies met, was by the leave of Allah, in order that He might test the believers. So, what this contradiction happening? What I tell you in the Quran contradictions, and you don't want to see it? And that He might, who are these? With Prophet Muhammad, what you suffered on the day the two armies met was with the leave of Allah, in order that He might test the believers. He's testing the believers, that who would be a believer, and that He might make evident those who are hypocrites in the believing believers. Among these saying we are believers are hypocrites. For it was said to them, come fight in the way of Allah, or at least defend. They said, if we had known there would be a battle, we would have followed you. They were nearer to disbelief that day than to faith, saying with their mouths what was not in their hearts. And Allah is most knowing of what they conceal. So Allah says He is pleased with the wives, al Mu'mineen, Prophet's wives. Then Surah Tahrim, what is there? And you know, if you even fear some misconduct from your wife. What that ayat? At last, beat them up, strike them. This is the way to discipline. Or you take a toothbrush, some of you say. I mean, you're going to take your toothbrush after your wife? Is she a child? Will that help? When zina cases, what do you do? The punishment in the Quran. Those who said about their brothers while sitting at home, if they had obeyed us, they would not have been killed. Say then prevent death from what this nonsense. Anyways, so I go up here. And what about these ones? Is Allah well pleased with these Sahabas who turned out to be hypocrites? What is the matter with you? Then a single disaster smites you? When a single disaster smites you? Although you smote your enemies with one twice as great, you say, from where does this come to us? Say to them, yourselves, because of your evil deeds. And Allah has power over all things. Right? So please, you Shia, Sunni, sit together. You are showing me the good side of Ansar. Allah be pleased with them, the general words coming. But here, what the words coming? You see this verse coming? Indeed, Allah conferred the great favor on the believers when He sent among them a messenger from among themselves. Okay, book Hikmah. While before they had been in manifest error, Allah did a great favor. 165. Why is it that when a single disaster struck you, you Sahabas, believers on the day of Uhud, in bracket, right? Although you had struck the enemy in the battle of Badr. Please, brother, see, there are these contradictions. When it pleases is Allah, He says the Ansars and the, where He say, pleading. Oh, yes. Please do yourself a favor. Leave this religion. 51, 31. Surah Tawbah. You know what happened now in Surah Tawbah? They kill polytheists and all. And those who led the way, the first of the emigrants and the helpers, and those who followed them in the best possible manner. Allah is well pleased with them, and they are well pleased with Allah. Now, He's made them killers. Killers. What is Surah Tawbah? Without even Bismillah. Oh, let's see what he has done. Where's Quran.com? You see, Salahuddin, you are a brother. Please, how shall I tell you? And of those who led the way, the first of, okay, let's go to Quran.com. I'm telling you, Shias, every one of you, Muslims, that this not from Allah. There are contradictions in the Quran. And when there are much contradictions, you find what ayat say. It is from other than Allah. So, brother, why are you following shaitan? As for the first and foremost, What before? Let me see. Continue. In Surah Tawbah, Allah is saying now, Allah is well pleased. After having killed, He is a warlord, right? There in Uhud, they turn away, go for the booty, they wanted the booty. They not even obey Prophet Muhammad's commands. And so, in the first verse, let me see what this man doing. And of the Bedouins, there are some who believe in Allah and the last day and look upon what they spend in Allah's cause as means of nearness to Allah. And maybe they're giving this messenger money now. So he put this. And the first foreigners among the crazy stuff going on here. I tell you, it's such a. Among those around you of the Bedouins are hypocrites, and also from the people of Medina. They have persisted in hypocrisy. You, O Muhammad, do not know them, but we know them. We will punish them twice in the world, in this world, twice. Then they will be returned to a great punishment. And there are others who have acknowledged their sins. They had mixed a righteous deed with another that was bad. Perhaps Allah will turn to them in forgiveness, and indeed Allah is forgiving and merciful. Now you come here. Take, O Muhammad, from the wealth a charity. They're giving money to him. You not to see this? And they were worried that if they split from the polytheists were very rich people. Khadija was rich before she became a Muslim. You see, they're giving him money now. They were afraid that they will, if Muhammad split them, Allah is Allah, same thing actually. Just not creator, maybe. Creator of evil. So if they were scared that, Allah, so they were worried how Allah provide for them. He said, not worry, Allah will provide. Yeah, Allah is providing. You see, you sinners, this not you spend, but this Muhammad is told to take from their wealth a charity by which you purify them. This Tawbah, you know what in the beginning happened? This surah start without. I wonder if it is polytheist God Allah, because it start without Bismillah Rahman Rahim. And you know what is Basmala? You know Mala in Hindu? Hind was there at this time. Imam Hussain wanted to go to Hind. Thank God he never make it. Yazid not allow him to go to Hind. So please, you not to see, and then you say things, you not to know contradictions in the Quran. I tell you, this man taking money, take, O Muhammad, from the wealth charity, for which you purify them and cause them in. Muhammad is going to purify. Wait. Take from the wealth a charity that her hear, that her purifying them, yeah? This will purify, thoroughly purify you. There God wishes to thoroughly purify. Panjatan Pak. Here, that hira, purifying them. and cause them increase by it, and bless them, blessing them. Watsalli, pray for them. You see here it come, pray for them, bless them, pray for them. Surely your prayer, pray for them. This means that in thoroughly, Allah and the angels, I now believe in Surah International. Allah and the angels and Dr. J and Dr. David Wood. Allah and the angels pray to Prophet Muhammad. Because you see now Prophet Muhammad becoming bigger than Allah. This, hello, I becoming Salahuddin brother, I becoming funny. Purify them and pray for them. Surely your prayer is indeed the reassurance, security and peace for them. Salataqa, your bless. How? Zaid and Zainab bin Josh, what happened? Broken marriage. His best effort not work. What? Zainab, like, you see how the problem is that Zainab bin Josh, obey him, right? Surah Azab verse 36. Obey him against her will to get married to Zaid. Why the marriage not work? Because of this context. Reading ayat. Zaid come to him and say, so hearts turning, Muhammad say, Sunni hadith, your hadith. Praise be to the one who turns hearts. Take, O Muhammad, from their wealth. So what now he put here? Forget this religion, I tell you, such a... Huh? He get money. Shias don't see it, Sunnis don't see it, and you are forever in conflict. It's been a long time now, enough. Both of you see this religion. Shaitan make you fight amongst yourselves, argue, remain in conflict, rift. Why? Because it's from Shaitan. You see? Anything else, Salahuddin? Is this not enough? Now, that you leave this Islam, go find something better, some spiritual truth. Search inside yourself. Leave this. You can never follow somebody. It make you hypocrite. Can you follow your mother and father? Huh? Even as a child, you can't follow every step of your mother and father. And then what he call you? Hypocrite. This religion is crazy. It's not good. Unsensible. Insensible. It make you hypocrite. Be true. Just be. Just be. Go to Muji, you know. And that's why most are some of among. But I tell you, most of you will become hypocrites. Can you follow Prophet Muhammad? Can you imitate him? 100%. Even the woman, the mother I make her, I love, you know. Even if I apply step, let's take our steps together. She has to leave me sometime, go to the bathroom. You cannot follow someone. This crazy stuff to follow. You're doing injustice to yourselves. And you see what you are doing. This God they say here. When angels will come to you all, when the angel sees the souls of those who have wronged themselves, scolding them, what do you think you were doing? They will reply, we were oppressed in the land. The angels will respond, was Allah's earth not spacious enough for you to emigrate? What I tell you is that you not need to go to another land. You just run away from this religion as far as you can go, right? So that you do not do zulm on your nafs, on your souls. That's all you need to do. Salahuddin brother and all you Shias and the Sunnis, Ahl Sunnah, Ahl Hadith, all you Muslims, just run away from this. Look at it, drop it. That's all. Anything else? Any questions? 4 likes, I not to see here, but thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate it. At least, I feel somewhere I'm going. 4 people can see this and leave this religion. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I really mean it. Tomorrow may be another 4 of them coming. What he do to the Jews, my God, and how. Mother. Oh, God. So, God, forefathers, the God of your forefathers. How he put in Surah Dukhan. And these forefathers, you think their forefathers were misguided? Please don't do zulm on yourselves, Muslims. Leave this religion. Don't do zulm on yourself. You are given the runaround. You are misled. Forefathers. And the Surah, which ayat I show you recently here? Surah Qasas, 59. My goodness. Look, mother gone. How many a town he destroyed? Yathrib, maybe that the mother city. Even if you put mother town here. I can't take it. Sorry, I'm not a debater. My feelings come in. And how many a city have we destroyed that was insolent in its living, way of living. And those are way of living. Let me see. Deen, masakin, not have been inhabited, and not and your Lord want to destroy the towns, Korah, until he had sent in their mother. Town, okay. It's put in brackets here. Their mother, a messenger. Until he had in their mother. If God is your mother, okay, and their mother, God is our mother, like Musa. So God, Jews take Bani Israel in Bible. God is your mother in their mother, a messenger. No, it can't be like this, but okay. But who is your mother? God. And so your mother town is the town of God, like the house of God. Oh my goodness. Yathrib could have been the city of God. Oh, oh, town of God. You know about Safiya bint Huway? What from Islamic sources come? She was so noble. Don't they remind me? Reciting to them our verses. Oh, so now you destroy the Jews' Yathrib also. Think about it. I could. I don't think I'm wrong about this. However, I'm not looking at how this ayat is put, but I'm concentrating on this mother of mother city. Could have been God's city, Yathrib. A messenger reciting. Huwei was there, and so Moses. So much written about Moses and all, and we would not destroy it. This shaitan came on them, the people of Yathrib. That's why Surah Hashar in this ayat. You see, that that Yathrib was flourishing with such oases and palm trees. Don't ask me. You know how they desert they make into so beautiful palm trees, fruits and all. And they said we are busy with our property, and they were rightfully so saying because there's another ayat which says that had you what, then the fruit would be at the reach. Had you abided by the Torah, the Injil. So they were abiding by the Torah and the Injil. Jews were abiding by the Torah. That's why Yathrib was flourishing. And they said, they don't have to fight and help this false messenger have proved it. So he came and he put it this way. His Lord says, put it this way. Send to their mother a messenger reciting to them our verses. And we would not destroy the cities except while the people were wrongdoers. Send to their mother. Now, if you send to the mother city, you know what is mother city? You see, in Makkah, not allowed to fight there, secure city. So can you imagine the damage? Allah's city, God's city, Yahweh's city, Yatrib. Can you imagine what the Prophet Muhammad, this false prophet coming from Shaitan, is Allah? He make, he take from the polytheists. What? House of Kaaba, house of Allah, Kaaba. City of Allah, Yatrib. I find out through the Bible. So I put two and two together. So this Shaitan. And I tell you, Shias, Shaitan could come as Imam Mahdi now. Anything can happen. I'm not going to follow him. So I have to prepare you slowly, slowly, as I can now it go forward, development happen. They have Sayyids, we have Shia Sayyids. So one come and yeah, Yusuf Zaidi and all these, you know, it's like Imam Mahdi is going to come. And some Shia has seen him in the out at the Kaaba, going for Hajj or Umrah. These Sayyids from Pakistan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it could be. Oh, and this prophecy that one of the Shias will be killed at near the Kaaba. So what that is Saudi Arabia. They're making it come true. Shaitan also can make our mind, thought, belief, faith. So what his name? Again, I forget. He'll be calling people Nimar al Nimar. I didn't forget again. Shia's end of times is here, you know, in this city. Imams will be very close, something like this, killed. Shiaism, Sheikh Hayatullah, title. So after some time, I get fed up of Yusuf Zedi, Shia. I say, what is you people, you know, always doomsday news giving? Like we have taken it from the polytheists. Kalki Avatar coming with his sword on the white horse. End of time coming. Please think positive. Think that Kalki Avatar coming, everyone making life beautiful, paradise, like yatra, progress happening. Think positive, and feel it. That God not bad, not want to punish us. God want to reform us. Reach out to Jews in Israel, Palestinians, say, come on now. You know what this? Now fighting for what? Make friends and forgive your enemy. Forget this religion also. And for the sake of peace and prosperity for the future, love each other. Love yourselves. When you love yourselves, you can love each other. Because loving yourself means realizing that you are love. Forget all this. This coming from Shaitan, I tell you. That's not good. I'm very sad that yet to be, but I tell you, the sign of end of time, Saudi Arabia near the Kaaba, Shia will be killed, Imam coming, all this terrible. Shaitan's thing is happening, true. Yeah, this I accept. This what problem is. Shaitan coming true. Oh, now did he have to go against the Saudis like this? Why not he keep quiet? Goodness. You see some shaitan happening inside? Shaitan's prophecy is coming true. God save, no, yes, God save the world. So beautiful thing, no rape happening, nothing, no evil coming anymore. We are finishing this religious evil. We not have to do strict. We think like we see, observe like without judgment. Oh God, this Shia maybe, you know, going shaitan making him like that, making the end of times come. So that Imam Mahdi come, he making the sign come true. So he had to go against the Saudi. Oh, government and all this. This is so sad, I tell you. What this all the time fighting, fighting, fighting. Leave it. Leave these religions. Leave this mind. It from shaitan, culprit. Think beautiful. I not know. I also see. I okay. After I shared some, but like Kalki Avatar, what this Radharani, and you are forgiving sins, giving darshan. But is this right? Are we really sinners? When you give darshan, you raise the frequency of those who have come for darshan, right? Now, no one's sinner. But you realize that you are in the presence of God and you are God. I say, please, Kalki Avatar, do this. No more when you give darshan, when you give darshan, what you do? You raise the frequency of the person coming. There's no, you are not a sinners. You are not the what religious damage has been done that you have been thinking you are sinners. Now avail the opportunity, become the miraculous God, create the miracles in your life after you receive darshan from your Guru Master Kalki. Now is the time. You see, movies, miracle of life force. He come, Kalki come. Just beautifully unifying the devotional traditions of India around the powerful Atma Kriya. Now you not have to do yoga, Kriya. Now you just become Bhakt of Allah. If you need God, if you're okay, here, God, make yourselves. He will make you God. He just look all that the religious whoosh going with negative, all. We just love each other, love, right? That's it. All that negativity that Imam Mahdi will come and will take revenge. Oh, God. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Salahuddin, this time. God bless you and your family members. And rise, realize you are divine. You all are divine. We all are divine.